Hi, I'm Russell League from Viz Pre-Sales. I'm excited to show you the new social media output on Libero. Here I've got some analysis somebody's done for me, tracking a defensive line and an area, etc. And I'm going to choose to output that for social media. So I've got my video crop tool here. Now I can select any of these tracks to crop around. So now you can see it's going to crop following that particular player. And the crop that I do is dependent on the value I set up here. So I can have 4:3, can have 1:1, can have a custom, but I'll set it back to 9:16. And then as soon as I've done that, all I need to do is then export. And as long as I've got this checked, crop video if video crop tool is used, it will then output that directly for me. And if I wanted to track in a different place, there's lots of different ways to do it. But for instance, I could now track this player instead. So now that social media output is going to be focused on that particular area. So another way I can track is to also just come to a clip here and make this is a brand new clip, so I could set an in and an out point for the clip, and I could find a player to track. So using this tool, which is the video crop tool, now I could click on a particular player. Now as long as I've got tracking on auto, what it will do is I'll click on that player and I'll press play, and it will track that player in real time, and it will then stay with that player. When I track back, you can see that the actual tracking is done all the way through, and the cropping is done accordingly. And now if I wanted to, I could also add another tool to it. So I could add something like the highlight, for example, and then we're tracking, highlighting this player, and at the same time we could create then an output in the same way. And I could also track in a different way. I could track with the actual ball. So with this one, if you look at this follows the ball because I just did a track which was centered around that ball. So if I look at this track, you can see it follows the ball and then follows the output directly.